What it do, YouTube? Eyes and Ears Tactical back in the building with a video. You saw it. Zastava ZPap 92, man. I had to do a couple things and follow up on it. If you want to support the channel, want to buy a patch, my email is in my channel description at the top. Click on that little top where it says description and you'll see the email at the bottom. And email me your address and all that, and I'll mail it right out to you. Another thing I want to point out, found another snack. Man, I already knew about Zaps when I moved down here, but I ain't never had the Cajun dill gator taters. Man, it's not really hot, so if someone thinking they're hot, it's not like jalapeno hot. It just got a little spice to it, a little kick to it, and you got that pickle. And man, these mugs is good, man. This is bag number 2. I bought a bag yesterday. I might eat this one later on tonight. Just want to point that out. You gotta have your snacks on, man. So yeah, man, ZPap 92. ZPap 92, man. What can I say, man? Pretty awesome firearm, man. YouTube, I'm in a safe control environment. All the weapons you see have been safety checked, clear. Everybody's in a safe control environment. Clicked 18 over for the content. No one's around but me, so video uploaded, so it should be good. But yeah, man, I've been wanting to get an AK for a long time, man. When I just back in the day, you know, like I said, I graduated high school '87, so you know, all the again, got entertainment and hip hop. You know, rap had a huge impact on it. All the songs and groups talking about AK. You know, don't leave my house without an AK. AK is. I mean, if you pull up like rap songs from the '80s, early '90s. I mean, even now probably, but man, you find a whole bunch of songs. You know, singing about the AK and everything. So it's got a long history, and I find it interesting. Like, you know, this is just the Cold War was going on, and people still appreciate those Russian-made and Chinese-made AK. You know, so that just shows you how you know how awesome the weapons are and how well they're built. First of all, so these things go back to the day, and the materials they use are real strong. They don't chintz out. So yeah, man, let's get into it real quick, man. So we got it right here. ZPap 92. ZPap 92. So I went and put you know, I took this off my my blade, a G-Force blade. I mean, I already had another brace, but I took the folder adapter, the folder part off. And people keep asking a lot of questions about this folder. Just let you know, this buffer tube is hollow inside. There's no buffer tube in it. It's made for a blowback system, so that's why they didn't put a buffer tube in it. But you can buy it, and I'll put the link in the description. It's very inexpensive. The folder and a buffer tube comes together. But yeah, put that on there. Put that Sig Sauer Romeo on there. Just see how it looks. And what I like about how that Sig Sauer Romeo works with this is, if you look, let me see if I can do this. You can use your iron sights underneath the mount if you look. So you can use your iron sights underneath the mount. I thought that was pretty cool. You can look directly through here with your iron sights, right through there. So pretty cool. Just a couple things on it. So you got a nickel boron bolt right there. The thing is robust, built very strong. Chrome line barrel, which did some research. You know, works against corrosion. I guess back in the day they put these models out, they weren't corrosion-free barrels, and they listened to the Western market, and then they chrome lined them. Like I said, they went to nickel boron bolt carrier group and all that assembly. That's why you don't see it black nitride. More durable, more stronger, hold up against all kind of stuff. And then I guess this is called a crank style muzzle brake. I don't know shit about AKs. I'm not gonna stand here in front. I don't know shit about AK. I just knew I always wanted one, and I know what they can do. I know the caliber size, all that, where they built some of them. I know about Yugoslavia because when I was a big sports fan, and you know, Vlade Divac, I was a Laker fan. I knew he was from there, so I was kind of familiar with Yugoslavia through basketball, not through guns. But I guess it's a crank style. I don't know about crank and all that, but this muzzle device basically blows all the bad stuff that way toward the target. And it's easy to take off. It has like a hinge, like a little button you push in, you just unscrew it, pops right off. gas block is on top right here. You can take that off by lifting the dust cover, pulling out the spring and the bolt, and then you push the tab down, and it's a release, and then you can take that off. It does have the mag it came with has the last round mag hold open. It's pretty good. In case if you haven't noticed, I took the factory grip off and put this Magpul MOE K grip. It's the rubberized one. It feels way better than that one it comes with. And yeah, that's pretty much all I did to it. You know, being a lefty, it's kind of weird because the safety selector, you know, it's not ambi clearly, but so I would have to like break my grip, take my hand off here and go up and down. But the charging handle is on this side though, so that's pretty cool. And I guess with these AK platform charging handles, you just want to pull it and release it. You don't want to ride it back because it'll get gritty. See how I'm trying to ride it back? So these, you just go like that. That's all you do. So, and it'll rack every time. I did wipe all that factory grease off, man. You talking about grease, man. Whew, they put some grease on these suckers. But look at that wood, though. I mean, you got to admit, that does look pretty sharp. Now, I am Johnny Snow. Shout out to Johnny Snow, Yoki Stirrup, whole Yoke gang. Everybody who supports Yoki, man, you know, she's a good lady. But Johnny Snow hooked her up with her first ZPap. You know, Yoki gets everything, but he did some wood furniture on her ZPap. And I think he gets his wood, don't quote me, Johnny Snow, I'm sorry, but Kalashnikov is the company that does wood. And then when you go to Kalashnikov, bring your black card. It is not cheap. I will not be buying no Kalashnikov wood. However, if Johnny Snow or Yoki want to donate something to this build or whatever, that's fine. But man, it's expensive, but it's quality though. It's super high quality. I see why Johnny Snow believes in them. They got some badass. They can customize everything, man. So yeah, I watched Yoki's ZPap unboxing. I watched Johnny Snow mini videos on AK platform stuff, and then Autumare Outdoors, T Electric, shout out to Gun Freak Nation. Watched his ZPap unboxing. Several people, man. Can't forget 762 Mike. You know, everybody knows 762 Mike. If your name is 762 Mike, then you definitely an AK person. So this is a badass fucking firearm. I always been wanting it, but I didn't know it was going to be this, a pistol variant. I thought it was just going to be a 16-inch full stock one, you know. And then by the time I got around to looking into them, like I said, I was watching Johnny Snow's videos, and he had all those pistol variants, Polish Hell Pups and all that. And I'm glad I went this route though, because I did some research. This receiver is 1.5 millimeter, and the rest, a lot of the AK receivers, it's 1 millimeter, so it's thicker, and then it has that Bose trunnion, which keeps everything tight and really robust, so to speak. And then the riveting system is look at these rivets. I know about rivets. I have to work on wind turbines. Look at these rivets, though, man. That's some good machinery. If you know about machinery, building stuff, you know, I work with a lot of guys that were Freemasons and stuff, and millwrights. So they taught me a lot of stuff about milling. They used to come in and shave down our yaw rings and shave down teeth on motors and stuff. And the equipment they bring in, man, diamond cut and stuff, it's amazing. And you can see this one is they shipping these out of I don't know why they put read owner's manual on there. I don't like that at all. God, I hate all that writing stuff. Anyway, another ramble. But Zastava Arms is out of DePlain, Illinois. Man, a lot of shit come out of Illinois for a restricted state. You got Springfield Armory, Zastava Arms, all kind of silencer companies and stuff. That's crazy how the restricted states got a lot of crazy shit coming out of there, but they just restrict the people in the inner city areas from buying any of it. It's crazy. But this is definitely a Serbian-made one. And if you young people don't know about Yugoslavia, Serbia, all those Eastern Bloc countries, they all fought for independence when the wall went down. And so a lot of them wanted their own countries. Some it was a good move, some it was a bad move because they were not in bed with the sickle anymore. Russia. I grew up with the USSR. You guys are growing up with the Soviet Union, so you know it's a difference. But yeah, these countries fought for independence, and you know, Romania, all those companies, Bulgaria, you know, Albania. What's the other one out there? Yeah, all those countries, man, they were all under one umbrella, and then it all broke down. But yeah, this one right here is from Serbia, man. This is badass, man. So I can't wait to shoot it. Now, here's the drawback. Living in freaking New Orleans, like, you know, a lot of places don't allow you shooting 5.56 and up. So I got to go way out to Daniel LaPlace. Not quite that far, but this place called Nick's Gun Range. Got to go out there to shoot. And, you know, the snowstorm came in and all that. So the roads just opened up today. This video is going to drop Friday, 24th. And the roads just opened up. Freeway's been shut down. Nobody could go into downtown Canal Street. No one can go up in there. And, yeah. So now this has the, but let me tell you though, one mag, I believe the follower is metal. Yeah, and the bottom is definitely metal. But let me tell you though, man, when I originally inspected it before I did the unboxing, I questioned him in the shop. I said, "Man, is this thing used?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Look at the manual was all bent up with grease all on it. And the box had little chunks, divots up in it, and grease on the foam and the packaging." And he said, "No, man." He said, "Everybody says that when they buy a ZPap, you know, because they put so much oil in there, and then when they're handling it, they don't really trip off of it. They just greasing it all up and throw it in the bag. It's real rough packaging. It's not cute and pretty like pistols, how they come all clean and, you know, manicured up, and, you know." But when I saw that, then I said, "Dang, dude, are you sure this thing is brand new?" I said, "I don't want to be buying no old ass gun." He started cracking up. He said, "No, man, bro, you good, man? You good, bro? This thing is brand new, never been fired." He pulled the bulk carrier group out, looked at it. Man, it wasn't no carbon on it, no nothing. You can tell. So I was kind of tripping off that. I never seen nothing come like that. You spend that much money, and then you get a freaking box that looked like it'd been through hell, like it was in the Yugoslavian war. I was like, damn, this thing, was it active? I'm telling you, bro, you can literally see. Y'all think I'm BSing, man. You can literally, let me see if I can. It's hard doing this shit on camera, but hold on for a second. If you can see, I'm just guessing. Can you see underneath there? I mean, you can see underneath the optic, and you use the iron sights. Let me see if I can look and see. That is kind of tight, I think. You can look underneath the optic and still use the iron sights. So that's what made me put this on. I had another optic that sat down on the rail, but then when I went to aim, I was like, damn, you can't see the iron sights. But when you put this one up, you can look right through underneath there and still use your iron sights. So if this thing fell or whatever, you got a legit backup system. Now I put some tape on this buffer tube so that wiggle, it's not there no much. It's the way it has to be retacklable braces, but it was way worse than that. But someone told me about putting some tape on that buffer tube, and I did that, and that worked. Whoever that was, thank you, man. So, but yeah, man, this wood, I really like that wood. Johnny Snow, Yoki Stirrup, Marie Outdoors, 762 Mike, you know, Gun Freak Nation, whole bunch of cats, man. I watched all their videos. You know, I went through all their videos, checked it out. I saw a lot of Draco videos. I almost got a Kalashnikov though. To be honest with you, I was close. It was a 16-incher, and it had like the light color wood. And that's what turned me off. And then when I was in there looking around, and I remember Marie Outdoors bought one, but this the model I got. I think Marie Outdoors, he don't have this model. He has the model. It's the same model, it's just that the muzzle brake on the other ones is, I think, is welded on there. Some kind of weird thing, and so if you want to put another brake on, you got to break the weld. So when I heard about that, I was like, damn, really? And then it had no pick rail on top, no pick rail on the back, even though you can direct mount on these. You can direct mount on these. So let's make sure my mic didn't go out. No, it didn't. You can direct mount to the back of this receiver. You got to take the screw out and all that and drill a hole. I'm like, man, I ain't got time for all that. So the price is a little bit more for this model, But again, I'm looking at this, man. It's a one-shot, one-time go-around. I'm not going to be buying a pick rail for the back, buying a pick rail for the top, getting a muzzle device. I just figured let's just go all in and get it. Even if I don't use the rails and use the pick rail, at least I would have it. That was my theory. And then I wouldn't have to do any of these upgrades, because anybody new to guns watching this, man, the upgrades is what kill you. Buying these little bitty parts and adapters and stuff, they really dig in our pockets in the gun community. But I had to go this route because everybody at the gun shop in California and out here in Louisiana and all across the gun tube, everybody was just saying, hey man, ZPap's the way to go. But I did almost go Kalashnikov though, but I'm glad I pulled the string on this because, you know, I got the brace on it. And I'm actually, to be honest with you, I'm thinking about SBR in this because this would be a great travel, going seeing softball games, going and driving all over the place. This would be a great firearm to have, and also possibly home defense suppressing it. And that's another option too. But I got 300 blackout that I'm gonna have for home defense suppressing, but still would like to suppress this. So I'm working on a can. The guys at the shop working on the can, they need to find the right adapter though for the muzzle brake and the adapter, make sure everything works. So if I did buy it, it would, you know, whatever it may be. So they're doing some research. What would be the best multi-cal can for 7.62, 300 blackout, 5.56, and things of that nature, and then whatever parts I would need to make it work. So they're gonna research all that, and when they give me the go ahead, I'll start that process. But yeah, this is badass, man. Like I said, MOE K grip with the storage compartment at the bottom. You got the little storage compartment at the bottom. So whatever you want to do with that. That other grip was just not cool, man. And this is rubberized, so I like that. But yeah, this has the last round mag. I'm not used to even putting the magazines in here. I think in the unboxing, I didn't even have it all the way in, but that's how I look. And I'm definitely gonna buy some 20 round mags. So the last round, it holds it open. See what I'm saying? That's pretty neat, because when you drop a mag, it goes in battery. So pretty cool little operation now, how they did that. And the safety catch has the bolt hole too, so you could just do it either way. Send it home, and then if you want to put it on safety, all you gotta do is just go like that. And then I'm doing this kind of weird. Hold on a second. And you can hold it open like that too. And what's good about that, so then when you put a mag in it, so you got a loaded magazine now, and now you can just send it home, and oh, that didn't send it home. Oh, there we go. Okay, I see why. See, try that again. Yeah, so when you put a mag in it, it'll charge it up and send that round forward. But yeah, man, this is a badass fucking firearm. I don't know about a sling. I don't know. You're gonna have to eventually get one, but you only got too many places to put it. You can put it back here, because the way they advertise it, they put the sling mount back here, swivel sling mount back there. But you can always put a string on it, wrap it around somewhere, just get it on there. I don't know how this is gonna hold up in the heat with your hand. You might have to bring gloves when you shoot this a lot, especially in the summertime. So this probably could heat up a little bit. Anybody know, let me know. But at least it got some vents in it so you can air it out a little bit. But can't wait to get to the range to shoot this thing though, because boy, let me tell you, this is gonna be fun. And got to get a few more mags. I guess they take Magpul P mags, and you can get some Bulgarian mags, all that kind of stuff, whatever. But this mag, they said these are the badass mags right here. All the guys at the shop love these mags, the ones that they sent out with it. And you know, they got steel mags and other mags, and there's no wiggle at all. So it'd be nice to just get a couple more of the factory mags. And then I was gonna buy some Magpul 20 round mags, because I like 20 round mags because it's shorter, compact. And then also they sell the ammo in 20 round boxes. So I picked up 100 rounds just to get going. I'm gonna need way more than this, but I'm kind of pissed because, man, back before COVID, because, you know, AK can shoot steel, brass, whatever. And I remember vividly before COVID, this is 123 grain. Sterling, I don't know if y'all know anything about that. And it was $12.99 a box, 20 round box. And I remember before COVID, you can get like that Tula steel ammo, or what's the other company? I can't remember. But I remember it vividly. It was like $7.99 a box before COVID, something like that, $8.99 a box. It was nowhere near $12.99 a box for a 20 round box of steel ammo. So I find this on the high end. And so now I'm not going to be fucking with them on that too much. But what I am going to do is order steel ammo bulk online, because you can get some great prices on it, and it's steel ammo, so it, you know it's going to be cheaper than brass, and you know, so you can get bulk probably at a really, really good deal. So that's the plan for this. But yeah, you know, also what I like about this too is because I used to watch some old AK videos, and I remember guys used to say they take the dust cover off, and you have to line it up perfectly to get it back in there. And I like how that's hinged. But the guys at the shop told me, he said, when you lower it, he said, don't just slam it down like that. He said, this is the only part you want to treat gently if you want to get a longevity out of it, they said. Because one guy said he bent his and he had to like do something with it. I don't know, something he did. He slammed it or something. And so he said, on this one, you want to kind of push it that way, and you want to bring it down slowly and then just squeeze. They don't suggest you slapping your hand on top of it like that, because, you know, this is the only part that you don't want really to kind of get bent or tweaked out of shape, because it's not as robust as all the other parts on the firearm. So that was their advice. Go ahead and lean it out that way. Do what you got to do. Pull your bolt out. Pull your spring out. Real simple compared to Glock mags. I mean, real simple, just like Glock firearms, Glock pistols. Now, I do notice that the coils in there is braided, and it's kind of weird. I ain't never seen braided wiring in the trigger group, but I'm not putting no trigger in there. So just gonna leave everything like this. This is all I'm gonna do to it. I'm not gonna make it tactical, because you gotta buy that Midwest Industries, or is it Midwest? I don't know what company it is, make that tactical handrail right here. So you got pick rail at 12, 3, 6, and 9. And it takes away from what the AK is about. So I'm gonna leave this wood on here. If anything, I'll find some other cool wood, and so I can have 2 sets of wood or something like that. Maybe a wood handle just to have for the AK sake. Maybe find a wood handle that matches this. That'll be about as far as I would go, and that would just be for show, because I like the way this K grip feels. And plus I got K grips on all my AR-15s, so it's kind of like muscle memory, and it has that little ledge right there for your fingers. But yeah, man, I'm just really excited, man, because, like, you know, like I said, this is something I always wanted. And I don't know, just basically, you know, at this point in age in life, why not get what you want? And I'm definitely going to use it. It's just, I'm just bummed out that I got to drive 25 minutes up, 25 minutes back just to shoot it, when I can just be right in town and shoot it. But I heard they're working on that. I guess one of the gun ranges, the Shooters Club or somebody, they're gonna improve their backstop so they can start shooting, letting people shoot larger caliber at firearms. But I guess they're losing money to Mississippi and this place out at Nix, because when people have those calibers, they're going out there, and now they're not even going in there to shoot pistols, because they're saving the whole range trip for everything, and they just go out to those different places. So they're getting feedback on that, and they're listening, and because it's real slow there. When you go to these gun ranges in town, they're super slow. They're not like California gun ranges. They're packed. Like, as soon as you pull in, you go like, oh man, because the parking lot's already just jam packed, no matter which one you go to in California. But when you pull up to the gun ranges here, there's usually nobody there but the people who work there. And the reason why, because you only can shoot pistol caliber cartridges. So, you know, and I mean, that, and 9 is expensive for the most part. I mean, it ain't super expensive anymore, but it ain't cheap enough to where every time you go to range, you're gonna shoot 9. Not me, at least. So we'll work on that. But meanwhile, I'm just gonna stockpile, find a bulk place that sells some good steel ammo at a good rate, and get this up to about 2,000 or 3,000 rounds just to get going. And then when I shoot a lot, replace it. You know, at least have about 2,000 or 3,000 stacked up. And then, like I said, if I go to the range and pop off 500 rounds, then I just replace that 500 rounds and keep it going. Because I'm definitely, when I go off the Knicks, This will all be shot for sure, but on average, if I'm going way out there, I want to shoot at least 250 rounds at the very least, or 200 rounds at the very least, if not more. But probably right around there, because I'm gonna bring other caliber shotguns and 5.56. But I'm not taking pistol caliber firearms out to next though. But yeah, man, yeah, really impressive with the ZPap. It's like all the material. It's pretty heavy too. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, people say heavy. I ain't. You know what? I'm take that back. It's not heavy. It just got a little bit more weight. I think what it is, a lot of us are used to polymer firearms. A lot of firearms that come out, they're polymer, or they're made out of aluminum, aircraft aluminum, or maybe pot metal. You know what I'm saying? So they're not as heavy. And there's some advantages in that, but then the disadvantage is that heat and corrosiveness and all that kind of stuff, like having a chrome line barrel is a game changer. Nickel boron bolt carrier group, you know, that's a game changer. So with the weight of the steel and the Bowles trunnion and all that kind of stuff, yeah, what is it, about 6 pounds? I think you think comes in with a full mag, and right around 6 pounds. But if you can't really hold 6 pounds, man, you know, you tripping. So no, I don't find that an inconvenience at all. Because if this was like 4.5 pounds and you would tell me it's not as durable, I probably wouldn't want it. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. I wouldn't want it because durability matters. Even though this firearm is gonna outlast me, if all I gotta do is oil it, you know, upgrade parts of it, whatever they break, whatever. Yeah, it'll go forever and ever and ever. So this will be my son's eventually too. And brings me to my next thing, man. So with this being said, I guess I'll make this announcement. I'm gonna downsize some of my firearms to my son in South Korea, and he might come home and then go back out again and all that. And he doesn't. He has a new baby and all that, so he doesn't really want all those guns at the house because when they move and stuff like that, you know. So what I'm gonna do is probably get rid of some of my firearms. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't really think I need all these guns no more, man. And I'm trying to get down to just basic pistol caliber, 9mm. Of course, I ain't never getting rid of 40 cal Glock 23. No, this ain't never going nowhere. But not buying any more different crazy guns. It was getting what I wanted, you know. So yeah, this is definitely one of the ones I wanted. So I know I'm rambling right now. I'm just kind of happy just to have it. So I'm just sitting there just talking, really. But I think it's a fantastic firearm, great pickup. You know, saying last round bolt hold. I mean, can't really beat that up. That's pretty sweet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that thing's like butter. That thing is, I mean, it really slams that thing. That thing really goes forward. I can see why you don't get no misfeeds. Trigger's not too bad. I don't know. It's just a trigger. I'm not a trigger snob. So that doesn't really have no effect on me. I don't care. All my Glock triggers are factory triggers. So that part doesn't matter to me. Irrelevant. Just as long as it fires and works, that's good enough for me. But yeah, man, this is, I'm not used to that. That's pretty tight, like remain physically tight. It has those little divots what it locks into. But yeah, I cleaned all that oil off, scrubbed it all down with some SC14 gun cleaner, lubed it up with some gun butter on the bolt carrier group, and that's it. That's all I did. Now it just need to be shot. But I was looking at getting the CNC Warrior brace. I was looking at that. Man, that's a nice little penny on that thing though. And there's another one called, what is it called? Black Steel or something. Black Steel makes one too. It's just like the CNC Warrior brace, but it's just $10 cheaper. But damn, dude, I was like, damn, $1.79 for a brace, and I already got one really. You know, even though it shares it with the G-Force blade, but I can't shoot both at the same time. And this is just a screw to take it out. That's it. And then you can swap it on another gun, and you can shoot the G-Force blade without a brace. You can shoot this unfolded too. I mean, folded. It's a pistol, so you don't even need anything to shoot it, but you get more accurate shots with a brace on there. So to stabilize it a little better. But I'm gonna look at it, see how this runs when I take it out. Run it with this. I think the sensible thing to do is run it with this. See how it feels, how it works. Did it fall apart or whatever? Was it bulky, clunky, whatever? But if it runs great, what I'm gonna do is order another one of these buffer tube folder adapters because they're not expensive, and I have another brace. So that could be, I think this adapter for this folder buffer tube thing, I'll put it in a link in the description. Is I think it's like 35 bucks, the tube and the folder. And like I said, it's not a buffer, what do you call it? It's not a buffer inside of the tube. The tube is hollow. But yeah, I'll just probably, if it works well and it feels good, I'll probably just do that, just duplicate that. I mean, it looks good. I mean, it ain't like it, you know, the CNC Warrior brace, I ain't gonna lie, that looks sweet, because a lot of the guys I saw do their videos, they had that on there. But it's still a small package. I mean, it ain't bad. I mean, you could shoot it like this too. So I figure, yeah, why spend 180 bucks for a CNC Warrior brace if this is working just fine? That's just the way I operate. If I can find something that works and aesthetically don't look really goofy and silly, that doesn't look goofy and silly to me. I mean, that looks very tactical and compact. And it's not like SB3A Tactical is a trash brace. It just, you know, and I got something coming for this too. I'll show y'all later on another video. But yeah, man, what can you say, man? AK, you know, I'm in New Orleans, so shout out to the Alert Zone. James Walker, you said, like, you know, because he knew I've been wanting an AK for a while. Me and James Walker talk a lot offline, and he's been knowing I've been wanting an AK, man, going back to before I even had kids. Like, this goes back to like early 90s, 91, 92, when the Lakers were killing it with Magic and all them, winning champions in 88, 89. I've been wanting one since then, and just never got around to it. And then when I was in California, I had my excuse was that, oh, well, I don't want an AK in California because, you know, this, that, and the other. And silly me that I could have been shooting that thing today if I was in California, because our gun ranges allow everything. So it kind of backfired moving to a free state, which leads me to another topic, man. I don't know what people are talking about, man. Now I'm down here. I can speak on it. I lived in California. I bought gun. I bought stuff. I've been to Arizona. I've been in a lot of states. Been to Texas. Man, other than Texas, I'll keep them out of this one. But maybe someone in Texas can speak on it. But I tell you right now, in Louisiana, it's expensive to buy guns down here. I don't care nobody say. Their price point is not extremely high, but they have all these crazy fees and all this kind of stuff. And then if you pay with your credit card at some of these places, they charge you a 4%. How you gonna charge me money to use my credit card to buy something from you? I mean, it's ridiculous. California was nothing like, Discount Gun Mart was nothing like that. You go in there and pick up, you know, buy your gun. They don't charge you 4% tax on how much you spend. It's crazy. And even this firearm right here, I got it price compared in California. This was actually a little bit more than what I could have got this. I ain't gonna exaggerate, but I think I could have got this probably $100 cheaper in California from my gun shop, because I called them about them to get information, because those guys know me, and they're like, oh, we can get it for you, Brown, but then the shipping from California and all that, whereas if I bought it here, they don't charge you for the shipping because I'm getting it right from the FFL in town. But yeah, man, I was tripping off that, man. It was like this thing was $100 more in Louisiana than it was if I went. Now, that's partly because I already got the hookup. They know me, and they keep it kind of low. They kind of give me their guns almost damn near the price they get it sometimes, especially on my Glocks and stuff. But yeah, man, I paid $100 more, man, for this thing in Louisiana, man. It's kind of frustrating because this little free state thing ain't really kicking in the way I thought it would. Probably, I mean, you know, magazine capacity. You can own these in California, people. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. You just got to get the 16-inch variant, and you can't put a brace on it. So you got the SBR stuff. But if you spend this kind of money, I wouldn't have a problem SBR in this. Shit, I ain't tripping off SBR in this, but I don't want an SBR a 10.5-inch 5.56. What the hell I want to do that for? But I'll SBR the shit out of this. I don't care. I think NOLA Gospel Tracks is going to SBR his, look at that booster brake right there. Woo. Yeah, that's supposed to blow everything out that way. We'll see. A lot of times that'd be hype, but we'll see. That doesn't bother me. Flame balls are cool anyway. Yeah, I think I'm selling my 7.5-inch AR-15 upper. Get rid of that. You know, with 11.5-inch, I'm gonna keep that one. But yeah, I'm about to start getting rid of some guns. Or at least I'm not buying no more. I'm not buying a bunch of stuff no more, because I only got 2 more firearms on my wish list, to be honest with you. And we'll go from there. I'm still tossed up between the Glock 45 and the Glock 19X, but after shooting NOLA Gospel's track Glock 45, and I've already shot a 19X before. I don't know, they similar, but I think I actually like the Glock 45 better. The 45. shout out to Bobby Dynamite. But yeah, the 45, yeah, it's a pretty sick shooter. So maybe do that. But any Glocks I'm buying, it's gonna be 9mm from here on out. So that way they all can be interchangeable mag wise and in the same platform caliber wise. But yeah, man, I know it's been a long rambling ass video, but I just want to get it all out because I ain't gonna be doing these long videos on this again. I just be doing range reports and just doing my normal videos, but having this right next to me and yeah, man, let me know what y'all think, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to all the people that videos I watched and you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, 2A veteran, all those dudes. I watched all y'all videos. Whoever had this firearm, I watched the video on it, just about. If it wasn't entertaining, I turned it off. No, but definitely I watched Yoki and watched Johnny Snow. That's where I really got the real inspiration because I knew Johnny Snow before I knew Tumare Outdoors. And I sit back and watch his videos and I'd be like, dang, that dude really, he reminds me of Citizen to a Citizen and Silver and Black Entertainment. Like those two cats, when they buy a firearm, they just deck the whole thing out, man. They tear everything off of it and put all new stuff on it. And that's how Johnny Snow does to all his AKs and all his variants and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, man, you know, like I said, got to get on the ammo. Drop some comments if y'all know some good bulk ammo places for 7.62x39. Steel, I'm looking for steel. Ain't no sense of buying brass for the range. If you can have steel, you can have brass for home defense or traveling. But this shit, it eats everything. So what's the point? You know, you might as well just get the cheapest shit that that you can get and just shoot the shit out of it, man. Try to get this thing up to 1,000 rounds real quick, man. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. If you can shoot steel, inexpensive, why not? So that's the way I'm gonna go, man. Tell me what y'all think, man. Good pickup. Is this bad? Good? You know what I'm saying? Well, Chopper City in the NO. When you in the NO, you got to know where to go. And I love how code witnesses right through the underneath that scope mount right there, that optic mount. I think that's pretty badass, man. Pretty sick firearm, man. As you can see, I'm very happy. Very, very happy. Anyway, man, like I say, man, arm yourself up, train with your firearms, get efficient, buy you something that you can defend yourself with, maybe your neighbors, help somebody out. And if you ain't got an AK, man, whew, it's a hell of a feeling, boy, to have this thing in your hand. Go ahead and get you one, man. It's your boy Eisen, there's Tactical. Like, comment, subscribe.